Hello and welcome to Skill Booster. I'm Fariha Salahuddin. Today we are going to discuss something that is really subtle but incredibly important. We are talking about manners in modern day. Often when we talk about manners, we talk about etiquettes, handshakes, how we greet each other. But in the modern world, we are not always meeting each other in person. We are far more present virtually. So what does it look like? Now let's understand what is happening today. Our society has evolved, at least from where I come from. There was a time when it was extremely important to understand how others are feeling. So you would never cut others off, you would never raise your voice, and basically it was all about people pleasing. Then the pendulum shifted, which I believe now it has become very individualistic, hyper individualistic. And what does it mean? I wear what I want to wear, I say what I want to say. And to me, especially in the context of manners, there is a middle way. It's not about being a people pleaser. At the same time, it's not about I do what I want to do or being hyper individualistic. It's also about being considerate of others, but at the same time, not really giving yourself completely away in the process. So, what is that middle ground? The first area that we want to explore is our digital presence. So, often, especially those who are managing their own business, they share messages, they share their views, their products. And sometimes you're included in groups that you don't even know the individuals. So what are the etiquettes there? It's the same etiquettes that would apply in any in-person meeting. That means first you approach one-to-one, introduce yourself, and only if the other person agrees to be part of that group or to receive your notifications, you can continue. But bombarding the individual with lots of information may be considered rude or maybe too much for the other person to handle. So again, considering how the other individual would like to receive information from you is extremely important. The other aspect of digital presence or digital manners is how we write comments, how we write our emails, our WhatsApp messages, or even comments on Instagram, TikTok, etc. Because it truly reflects who you are, your values, your manners. And again, the important thing to understand here is why are you writing that comment? What is your motivation? So when I go on internet, especially LinkedIn, TikTok, sometimes I see messages, I see videos, and I wonder why they are making this content and how is it impacting the society. So understanding the impact of your digital presence, what you write, what you share is extremely important. And what kind of views do you support? Because extremism in any form is never the answer and is never good, neither for the individual nor for the society. The second aspect of modern day mannerism is being thoughtful of others. It's okay to show up the way you want, to express your views, but in a respectable manner and making it a two-way conversation. Because again, I've seen that people have become so hyper focused about what they want to say that they forget what the other individual is saying. And again, it's creating a bit of a divide in the society in our views. And unfortunately, the algorithms also work that way. If we like a comment, if we watch a certain kind of video, a certain topic, we end up receiving a lot of information. So developing patience and tolerance, they are great ways to show respect for the other party, and it also helps us learn different perspectives. Second aspect is how we show up virtually or when we are attending a phone call. It's the basic hellos, thank yous, please, they are still very relevant. And again, do we take forever to respond back? And I know this is a tricky one because these days the world is hyper connected and everybody expects a response within seconds, and it can be overwhelming. But again, not responding and taking 24 hours, 48 hours can be too much. So how quickly do we respond? What is our tone of voice, whether we are writing a message or we are attending a phone call? Third element is about our appearance. And again, appearance is about being showing our individuality, but it's also respecting the culture, knowing where we are, knowing the environment. Because the way we carry ourselves, it is a reflection of our own personality, of our own behavior. It's never about the other person. And the final element is how we communicate. Because backbiting, giving cult remarks, or just using bad language, all these aspects reflect how you're brought up. It is a reflection of manners. So be mindful because people create impressions about you. So, in summary, today, talking about manners is as relevant as it was in the past. Our lifestyle may have changed, the way we interact with each other may have changed, but some basic things remain. That means being courteous to each other, being a good listener, saying thank you, please, and even when we want to raise a point, we do it in a way that the other party wants to listen. And finally, giving bad reviews or talking negatively about someone, be very, very careful because it reflects your personal values and how you're brought up. With that, thank you for joining me. See you in my next Skill Booster. If you like the content of this video, please like, subscribe, and share with your friends and family.